iron law of business growth. The insight here is that as companies grow larger, exceptional economics inevitably get dampened. Size becomes the enemy of superior returns. Buffett's perspective out here is that he explains that no company he knows of more than 1 billion in equity capital has managed to earn 20% or more on equity over a 10-year period, while reinvesting all the earnings. He says that the math is unforgiving. Why does it matter? This is a fundamental truth about businesses that applies to companies of all sizes. Growth for growth's sake can actually destroy value if it means moving into lower return businesses. When we talk about the modern applications, think about how tech giants like Apple and Google face the same challenge today. As they become trillion-dollar companies, maintaining high growth rates becomes mathematically impossible. Smart investors look for companies that recognize this constraint and allocate capital accordingly. The right business beats great management. The insight out here being that when a management with a reputation for brilliance tackles a business with a reputation for poor fundamental economics, it's the reputation of the business that remains intact. Buffett's perspective out here is that after finally shuttering Berkshire's textile business, Buffett reflected on this hard-earned lesson. He says that despite having excellent managers like Ken Chance and Gary Morrison, the textile business was doomed by the industry fundamentals: foreign competition, commodity pricing, and excess capacity. As he puts it, should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching the leaks. So why does it matter? The insight separates great investors from the average ones. Most people focus on management quality, but industry economics matter more. The insight here being that most executive stock option plans reward managers for retained earnings and the passage of time, not actual value creation. Buffett's perspective out here, using a brilliant analogy of saving account managed by a trustee, Buffett shows how a manager with a 10-year fixed price option benefits simply from retained earnings compounding, even with no skill. He notes the hypocrisy. Nowhere in the business world are 10-year fixed price options on all or a portion of the business granted to outsiders. But managers regularly engineer 10-year fixed price options for themselves. Why does it matter? This reveals how seemingly aligned compensation can actually misalign incentives. Options that ignore the cost of capital essentially give managers a free lottery ticket at shareholders' expense. When we are talking about the modern applications, when evaluating any company, look at how executives are compensated. Do they get rewarded for actual value creation or just for time passing and earnings being retained? The best companies tie compensation to performance metrics that managers can actually control.